Hey, good morning, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Got a book for you to hear my review on and everything like that. I think the best investment, the most important investment, the greatest investment return that you're ever going to see is when you invest back into yourself. Don't ever forget that. And it's there's a correlation between successful people and what they do and what unsuccessful people do. And one of the things is that successful people have huge libraries. It's even, I'd read somewhere that Mark Cuban devotes 3 hours a day just to read. My goal this year is to read 52 books, and so I think I'm up to about like 34, 35, somewhere in there. But again, this book right here is Quit Like a Millionaire, and what it talks about is this was a young child. She grew up in China. Communist rule is hot and heavy, and believe it or not, there's an interesting statistic. Chinese, generally speaking, were saving, in her day and time, were saving 30% of their income, as opposed to Americans are 3%. Hello. And the thing is that they always had a fear about the government coming in and taking everything. And so it's kind of wild. But long story, her parents moved to Canada. Then she followed shortly after, and she said, the first thing that she received was her father handed her a can of Coke, and she kept that can, treated it like a toy and everything, because, they just didn't have those kind of luxuries that you and I take, for granted. And I think you can still find can of Coke in a machine for 50 cents, and she treated it like somebody just gave her a Rolex. But regardless, the book goes on and talks about, some about her background and everything. And then she went to school, got a job, started making more money, and started investing more. And it talked a lot about what her parents were telling her, because her parents kept on saying, when are you going to buy a house? When are you going to buy a house? And she kept looking at, these huge costs associated with a house and everything like that. And a house is not a great investment, especially the one you live in, because all it does is take money out of your pocket. It ain't putting no more money in your pocket. So, something to definitely think about. And there's a lot more people renting today than they are owning. So, and she does give a blow-by-blow account of when she basically reached, quote-unquote, millionaire status. And her and her husband, they decided to travel the world. And actually, it's cheaper for them to stay on the go than it is to stay at their house. And it was pretty interesting. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it about a 6.5, 7. It's kind of a dry read. I really didn't get a whole lot out of it. And that's just me personally. There's some decent nuggets in there and everything like that. And, I do highly advocate having a diversified portfolio for anybody. It's Rental Robert. Have a wonderful day.